Good morning, YouTubers. Again, I am here to upload another view on things. Because I'm guessing most of you only ever watched my view on... That was my last video, which was the view on the casting of the 12th Doctor. You know, Doctor Who, I mean. Peter Capaldi. He's going to be good at it, so don't you diss him. And also, I'm annoyed about his various others. For starters, none of you lot watched any of my other videos. Ungrateful people. Anyway, I thought I should do a view on something that's going to be interesting. And I thought, what's happening, coming soon, that's going to interest you and me. None other than the long-awaited action movie, Expendables 3. Yes. Which should be out, possibly, in this country, mind, it should be out in no more, just over 6 or 7 months. I.e. for you American people, you'll get it sooner, so good for you. Anyway, what's the view Expendables 3? More the cast view. That's what I'm viewing on, the cast, because I don't know the plot, I don't really listen to plots myself. Anyway, we started back 3 years ago, back in 2010. We got the first Expendables, which was amazing, because the cast, the ensemble, the brilliant action, and all the connections that the crew have observed. In the first Expendables, we got none other than Mr. Rocky Balboa himself, Sylvester Stallone, and we was also joined by none other than the great martial art legend that he is, Jet Li. And along them was our very own English Jason Statham. Also joined by none other than the talented star of the Swedish, none other He-Man himself, Dolph Lundgren. Also wrestling ace Steve Austin, alias Stone Cold. Martial arts expert, mixed martial arts champion Randy Couture. Bodybuilder Terry Crews, and none other than action aces Bruce Willis and the Terminator himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. There was also joined upon the cast by talented actor Mickey Rourke, who sort of in the action genre very rarely does it. Doesn't necessarily mean he's not bad for it, because every action movie needs someone who can actually act. You know what I mean? Which was him. Also along the list was none other than fellow English action hero to Jason Statham, Gary Daniels, mixed martial art kickboxer that he is, and very underrated action but very talented actor Eric Roberts, brother of Julia Roberts. Most of you won't know who he is because a lot of his action movies are quite shit. That's just my view because, well, I haven't heard of them. Have you? But I love the links, the connections, all the links these people have. Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren worked together in, we all know, Rocky 4. Yeah? Jason Statham and Jet Li knew each other out of the movies The One and War. I like War. I won't lie to you, there's some bits I didn't like the ending and a few lines. But apart from that, good movie. Also, Terry Crews and Arnold Schwarzenegger met before in Terry Crews' first movie, The Sixth Day. Mickey Rourke and Sylvester Stallone starred alongside each other in the seriously poor attempt of remaking a British classic, Get Carter. Fight scene was alright, but the movie was crap. How dare you make a remake of an English classic? And yeah, all the same, etc, etc. That's all I can think about for the first Expendables. I don't know much. Oh yeah, Eric Roberts and Sylvester Stallone met each other before in a movie called The Specialist, what was considered to be quite bad. James Woods was the one good thing in that whole movie. Yeah, etc, etc. There we go. That was a great cast, a lineup of all the people involved and all the connections. There it is, my dear cast. And then 2 years later, in 2012, we got none other than Expendables 2. Basically having most of the old cast with new boys, including Jean-Claude Van Damme and Scott Adkins. Also Chris Howard's brother Liam and that Chinese bird, I don't know her name. A great lineup, of course. Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme know each other from the Universal Soldier movies. Scott Adkins knowing Jean-Claude Van Damme from Assassin's Game, I think, and so on and so forth. So you see, they all knew each other from these distances. So well done. Also, I forgot, we had none other than the great Chuck Norris amongst them. Seriously, he needs to do some more movies. If not action, at least something. I don't want to think that's his last thing, because that's the first thing I ever saw him in. You know what I mean? Wow, amazing. The lineup is intolerable. It just goes on. That was Expendables 2 wasn't as good as the first one, but it was pretty cool. You know, a few moments like that, etc, etc. Anyway, the main particular Expendables 3. Like I said in the first one, it's going to have most of the old cast. You know, it's going to have Sly, it's going to have Jason, it's going to have Jet, Terry, Randy, Dolph, Jet, and Arnie will be back. Unfortunately, Mr. Willis will not be back, but have no fear, fair believers. More action legends will be joining the cast as we speak. 4, to be precise. There are more than 4 people joining, but only 4 legends, you know, in the action genre. Joining them will be none other than Sylvester Stallone's Demolition Man co-star and star of the Blade movies, Wesley Snipes, who, recently being released from prison, needs to get back into the public eye, and no better than doing it than appearing in the 3rd installment of a great action series. Also we have Zorro himself, or you might know him as Puss in Boots, Antonio Banderas, also an action man, but doesn't do much of them, but when he does you can know he's good. There you are. And as well, replacing Bruce Willis, but I hope he does have some action in it, Indiana Jones and Han Solo themselves, Harrison Ford. A bit older than usual, but doesn't mean he's out of shape, doesn't mean he won't do good. I love Harrison Ford, brilliant geezer, brilliant actor. Should have won the Oscar. You're a thief, William Hurt. Anyway, and last but definitely not least, because I don't, none other than a great action man who has also done one of the greatest action series ever, Lethal Weapon himself, Mel Gibson. I know a lot of people don't like him because, you know, a lot of views he says and all that, but hold on, that's just him personally. We have to like him professionally. Yeah? Something like that. Anyway, what's the style? I'm wondering if any of these people can do it, you know, for this action installment. So you've got to think, how long has it been since the last few of these done an action movie? Harrison Ford, his last action movie, I suppose, would have to have been back in 2008 with Indiana Jones and the Temple and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yeah, quite a while ago, but hopefully he's kept himself in good shape, otherwise I hate to think it was just all math and no action. And Wesley Snipes is a martial artist, so they like train every day, so I doubt he's lost anything, and he was in the nick. He'd have to keep himself fit in there, wouldn't he? So he'll be alright. Antonio Banderas, I mean, he's not done an action movie for a while, I don't think. I haven't really noticed, haven't really seen much movies with him, apart from Puss in Boots and Shrek, as you would have understood. You would assumably guess. But I'm hoping he's kept himself in good shape, you know, for the movie. As for Mel Gibson, well, face-wise, his face is a bit knackered, because, you know, a bit wrinkly and all that. Wasn't so sure what state he's in. I saw him in Edge of Darkness, not exactly an action movie, but still counts if you cast that geezer in that type of role. He looked pretty physique in that and all that. But I saw a picture of him recently with his muscles. Well done. Looks like we could get a Lethal Weapon 5. Possibly not, I'm just saying. Hope they'll do more action movies, there you are. As for the rest of the cast, they're all mostly young people, which is good. Keep an eye out, because we love young talent, don't we? Especially the ladies, you know what I mean? There's a lady joining who's a mixed martial artist person or something. I don't know who she is. I think a Percy boxer. Something. Another geezer, I don't know where from. And somebody from the Twilight movies. Don't worry, people, it ain't Robert Pattinson. Thank God. And it ain't that other geezer, you know, the ugly fucker. You know, he's ugly. I don't know his name. He's a werewolf, Taylor something. It ain't him neither. It's someone else, I don't know. But otherwise, I should hopefully look forward to. I know I'll definitely be going to see it when it comes out, and I wish it all the best, and hopefully it is. We may get a 4th one, but you never know. Never push your luck in life. You only get one roll of dice in my game, son. You understand that? Hope it does well, and I wish you all the best. And there you are, you should enjoy it. Hope I didn't spoil it for you. I'll just let you know who's in it, not to what to expect, because I'm not a prop man, I'm a cast man. Basically, I'm the guy you come to when you want information on who's going to be in what and what they're doing. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my view. Hope you liked it. I hope it gets better mix and review than my previous videos, because I knew some people didn't like that. I knew my flat cap one was terrible, but I was depressed that day. We all get depressed little sometimes. Anyway, signing off, Facebook YouTubers. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you don't, I'll kill you. Bye bye.